What's it been like working with young musicians in this way? How do you feel about the ideas that have emerged through the workshops?
It's been really fascinating engaging with young people via Zoom. And of course, I don't know any of the young people that I'm working with, so I have no idea whether they are exactly as they would be in real life, or they're more confident, or they're less confident. But one of the things about working on Zoom is that we're all that much closer and that much more equal, and that is a brilliant thing about Zoom because it means that when you look at the tiles on the screen, everybody's the same. Whether you're an professional orchestral musician, a music hub teacher, whether you're a young person, you're all the same. And I feel like some young people are stepping forward in a way that I imagine those young people might not in real life. And in fact, we get some feedback from the hubs to say exactly that. Um, and the flip side can happen, I think, which is that some young people who in real life would enjoy being part of a kind of shoal of violins sat at the back of the seconds, joining in, really present and joining in with the creative work, but not ever stepping forth and saying an idea on their own. And on Zoom, the only way to offer an idea is to unmute and speak or type something into the chat. And that I think can feel quite intimidating for some young people.
Yes, you've used the expression slipstreaming in some of the conversations we've had about this, that there's nowhere to hide on Zoom, is there? So I suppose it makes it harder for some to contribute confidently, but maybe easier for others to come to the fore because, you can be very immediate and upfront about that.
And there's also the opportunity with the chat function, people can type things in without having to speak up. And I think conversely, some people who wouldn't ever have said anything and who might have slipstreamed in real life will sometimes offer up a thought in the chat. And the challenge for me and for the rest of the team is to try and make sure that we're really hoovering up all of the ideas that come to us from all the different directions. Um, and in some ways, it's much more two dimensional working on Zoom. And in some ways, you're surrounded by data and information. And so you're getting ideas from many more directions than in real life. And that is quite challenging. It's quite tight. I mean, it's exhausting actually being creative and responding to people's ideas on Zoom because you just are on to such an extent the whole time during the workshop.
And I suppose there's another dimension to this in that some of the younger musicians that we've been working with have had one or more parents in the same room as well. So there's another kind of unseen influence coming in, isn't there? And I suppose a benefit of that is that parents and carers of young people get a closer appreciation of the way their children are working with music and also perhaps ways of collaborating with music that they might not have experienced before. So I suppose that's an outcome we hadn't really thought about with this.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen quite a few family duets at pianos with family and friends, carers sat with the young people that they're supporting, um, which has just been. I mean, I really love that, and that is a quite a surprising element to the project. I wasn't anticipating that we'd be collaborating with parents, and there have, particularly on some of the smaller scale, almost more chamber ensemble groups that we've been working with, it has been possible to engage with those parents that are in the room and share their ideas as well, which has felt really positive.